Hello, everyone. Welcome to Save News TV. I'm AZ Hubbard, your host, and I am here bringing you some breaking news that has just came out. It is absolutely horrific. Um, the FEMA worker that was fired for ordering workers to skip Trump houses impacted by the hurricane says in Florida says that it is not isolated, that FEMA workers were also instructed to do it in the Carolinas. This is absolutely horrible. So I'm going to show you the video that she recorded, and is coming from the Roland Martin show. And this is terrible. This is absolutely horrible. I'm just, how politics don't belong in everything. People, I mean, I have gone through several hurricanes, and it is absolutely traumatic. And I'm here to tell you that something like this should never, ever be, ever happen. So let's put her on the screen so we can hear exactly what she has to say.
Stating that I was fired. They all alleged that these actions were made on my own recognizances and that it was for my own political advances. However, if you look at the record, there is what we call a community trend. And unfortunately, it just so that the political hostility that was encountered by my team, and I was on two different teams during this deployment, they just so happened to have the Trump campaign signage. FEMA always preaches avoidance first and then de-escalation. So this is not isolated. This is a colossal event of avoidance, not just in the state of Florida, but you will find avoidance in the Carolinas. Senior leadership will lie to you and tell you they do not know. But if you DSA crew leads and specialists what they are experiencing in the field, they will tell you. Demand for FEMA to give you those incident reports stating that I was fired. They all alleged that these actions were made on my own recognizances and that it was for my own political advances. However, if you look at the record, there is what we call a community trend. And unfortunately, it just so happened that the political hostility that was encountered by my team, and I was on two different teams during this deployment, they just so happened to have the Trump campaign signage. FEMA always preaches avoidance first and then de-escalation. So this is not isolated. This is a colossal event of avoidance, not just in the state of Florida, but you will find avoidance in the Carolinas. Senior leadership will lie to you and tell you that they do not know. But if you ask the crew leads and specialists what they are experiencing in the field, they will tell you. Demand for FEMA to give you those incident reports stating that
This is absolutely horrible for FEMA to have instructed people when they give out FEMA checks and assistance to avoid the houses that had Trump sign it, and they have made it political. I don't know if how many people that watch our show have ever gone through a natural disaster, but I'm going to tell you, I have lost everything that I've owned due to a natural disaster. It is not something that you play with politics. I mean, I've seen water come up. I mean, people, there is no way to describe seeing your whole entire life um just destroyed by water, by wind. And for them to have um done this is despicable. It is absolute. FEMA needs to be investigated immediately. People need to be fired from the top all the way down. This should never, ever, ever happen to anyone. Now, this is the young lady that was fired um, because she got caught, but she is spilling the tea on how to find out how the people were avoided. It's not just in Florida, but in the Carolinas. I pray for those that have, lost everything that they own, their pictures, their photos, all of their clothes, everything. It's just it's a traumatic event, and for people to make light of it because of your political affiliation, you need to be fired immediately. No ifs, no ands, no buts about it. And I hope she becomes a major whistleblower and tells everybody exactly what happened. This is absolutely horrendous. But anyway, I wanted to bring you all this quick breaking news because I am just floored. I am floored. According to, of course, according to FEMA, that they do not discriminate against Trump supporters, and indeed to help aftermath of the most recent hurricanes that passed through the southeast. That's the statement that they gave to the Daily Wire. No, and Marnie Washington is the one that got fired. And anybody that even abided by the the order should be um also fired. Any I would, if I worked for FEMA or anybody and they said, well, skip these houses because of political affiliation, I would not abide by that. They would have to fire me and call me to the mat. I would not only would I not abide by that, I would be the first one going to the media, going to state and federal government, blowing the whistle, because this is horrible. This is indefensible. These people need to go to jail. And I'm not apologizing for the way I feel, because this is the way I feel. I've been through that several times. I've lost everything that I've had. And memories, you can't replace those. Yes, you can get another house, you can get different things, but memories, it's a traumatic thing. And for somebody to do this to somebody, it's terrible. I hate it. Anyway, everybody, I didn't mean to get emotional, but it's worth being emotional about. But call your congressmen, senators, call the White House, and demand that Maracas and whoever's in charge of FEMA be fired immediately. There is no excuse for this. Absolutely zero. Okay. We'll be back with you all with some more news. God bless.